plan, and he's feeling like people misinterpreted what he was saying about the plan for the quarterback position.
There's not a quarterback battle right now. I mean, we're going with our starting quarterback, who I think is playing very well. Happy that he is, so Trey is not thrown into any situations he has to do too early. If he ever is thrown into that, then I know Trey will deal with that, and he'll get better as it goes, but that's not, we have a luxury where we don't have to do that yet to Trey or to our team. So hopefully we won't have to.
Did wait all off season to announce who the starting quarterback was. So perhaps people are a little confused as to what it's going to be. Also, he did mention that Trey was going to have a certain role within the offense. We've seen a little bit of that already. I don't know that it's outrageous that he's being asked about it.
No, I don't. Very rarely do I think the media doesn't have a right to ask a question. I also think the media has a responsibility not to... the media has a responsibility to kind of get the room. Like, I think the questions are fair, but I also think sometimes the media don't play dumb. Like, if you want to be viewed as smart, then ask smart questions and know, you know right now, next week, Garoppolo's the starter because you just saw a drive against Green Bay where he essentially won the game on a great final drive, if not for Aaron Rodgers. So Trey's just not ready to do that. No young quarterback. I mean, even as good as Manning and Peyton, Andrew Luck were, they're not pulling that drive off.
No, but here's, and again, this is my issue with saying you have a quarterback battle and not just saying Jimmy Garoppolo is our starter. Yeah. And we will evaluate Trey as things go along. If you want to play that game where it's, you know, we're just the best guys, we're going to win the position, you got to earn it, and da-da-da-da-da, and you just took Trey Lance, and we know he's the future of the organization, then you're going to get these questions all season long. If it was very direct, Jimmy Garoppolo is the starter, Trey Lance is the future, that is what the team is right now. Like, that is it.
Well, my interpretation was Shanahan and coaches don't like to give you any info, and I think he loved that people thought, are we going to get the running kid or the pocket guy? And he didn't want to give you the answer. He loved the coaches are going,
well, then you have to deal with these questions all season long.
That's right. That's fair. That's right.
That's how that goes.
But I think once the season starts, we know that Garoppolo...
Yes, Jimmy G is the starter. Yes, of course. And Trey is the backup, and unless something happens dramatic throughout the season as far as Jimmy G's play, which no one anticipates, or an injury, which we don't know, then this is what it's going to be. And it is a good situation. We are seeing rookie quarterbacks around the league struggle. They are also not on good teams. San Francisco is a good team, so this was an outlier to that start the young quarterback right away. You have Jimmy G. He's played in the Super Bowl. He should be the starter. They host the Seahawks Sunday at 4 Eastern on Fox, and they are currently favored by 3 on Fox Bet.
Oh, I'm staying away from that. Seahawks and Niners both off a loss. They're both excellent. Yeah. That's a stay-away game. I don't want to be stressed. I just want to watch that game. And I don't know the outcome. I think San Francisco at home's got an edge. Because I think they'll control the clock like everybody's done against...
That's how I felt about the Green Bay-San Francisco game.
Yeah.
Some games it's just like, I just want to watch.
I want to watch it. I'll bet the Cowboy-Panther game. And that's fine, but that's not the game of the week.
Cowboys.
I love the Cowboys in that game.
4.5?
Oh, I think they're going to win by... Yes. And my only concern, if it was equally rested, but the Cowboys come off a Monday, short week, and the Panthers played, they got 10 days. So 3 extra days to prepare. Carolina's not... But you have to remember... Darnold, this is going to be a shootout to some degree because Dallas is going to move the football. Carolina's defense
McCaffrey.
And so you become more reliant on Sam, and it could happen, but I have yet to see Sam, when the game plan's on his shoulders, to go error-free. And I think Dallas' secondary is one of the most improved units. You know, we thought Cleveland's defense would be better.
Yeah.
Dallas's is instantly better. With a bunch of kids, it looks instantly better.
Make significant arguments.
Yep.
So the Bears' offense was a disaster on Sunday. 26-6 loss to the Browns, speaking of the Browns' defense. And Matt Nagy has taken most of the criticism, which he seems to agree with.
Without getting into specifics of what we're going to do and how we're going to do it with not just that stuff, but other topics, I'm going to keep that internal. That's what I'm about. The criticism's fair. I go back to again, to the game. And again, the more you're in it, the more you see it. You got to move on, but you also got to accept it. That's what I'm going to do moving forward.
really interesting game for the Bears this weekend.
Don't like this one either. So the Lions are getting 3 points, and I think the Lions play their butt off.
Yeah.
They remind me of the New York Giants. They're totally flawed, but the Giants and the Lions give you every ounce of their effort, and the Bears right now were so bad. Now, some of that's Cleveland's really good, but what do? I don't even know what the Bears are. I know what the Lions are. I think they're going to lose to the Lions. I think the Lions play hard. I think Dan Campbell's going to eat kneecaps and pick up his first W.
That kneecap soup is brewing there.
I think Detroit wins that game.
I think I agree with you, but isn't that a disaster?
I don't know.
They start 0-4?
Well, they weren't very good last year.
Division loss?
Listen, Matt Nagy's going to have a new job. It's not going to work here. I'm bummed because he's a good guy, and he got Trubisky into the playoffs. I can like a coach and just not think it's going to work.
Well, he's yet to announce a starter this week either, saying that all 3 quarterbacks are being considered. So that's the wild situation. I think I agree with you. I think the Lions win that. So the Cardinals are 3-0, and Kyler Murray said that the team's record is a bigger deal to him than any discussion of his individual play.
You know, this was week 4. Is it about to be week 4? Yeah, I don't. It is what it is. You know, it's a long season. You know, and I've always, you know, I was raised and taught. You know, if you win as a team, you know, the individual accolades will come, and that's how I treated in high school. That's how I treated when I won the Heisman. Same thing for now. So I'm not really too worried about MVP or anything like that.
He has been talked about as the early betting favorite for the MVP.
I think he
has the best odds right now on Fox Bet.
No, and the other thing that matters, he's so spectacular. Like, Stafford's good. He's got a great arm. Nobody questions that. But, like, Kyler, it's so dynamic looking.
Yes.
You get swayed on votes.
The Cardinals have this interesting energy to them.
Yes.
Right?
I got to tell you something. They're the best watch in the league right now. They're the most fun team to watch in the league. There's a lot of highs and lows. But boy, they feel
like the Ravens when Lamar won his MVP.
Yeah, it's a fireworks show.
Yes.
It's not perfect football,
but then Kyler can run.
He does everything.
It's they're going to play the Rams this Sunday, so that's going to be an interesting game too. Rams are favored by 4.5 according to Fox Bet.
Good stuff. Joy with the news.
Well, that's the news.
And thanks for stopping by.
The Herd Lie News.
By the way,